It's time to begin our new conference journey in the Buffalo Bulls Dynasty. Welcome to the ACC and our first game against the Florida State Seminoles. What a way to get this all started. Teams and players we have never seen before have a chance to become our newest rivals. But it was time to move on from the MAC Conference after our great 14-win season last year. This is a significant jump in competition from what we're used to seeing. But seeing us win the conference title and battle as well as we did in the postseason last year showed it was time for this move. There are 8 teams currently in the ACC ranked inside the top 25. Florida State is 8th among those teams. And that's with all the 4- and 5-star talents that they bring to the table. It'll be fun to see us play against some new teams and see if we can keep taking this program to greater heights. Florida State is going to be debuting a new starting quarterback today with junior Jeremy Sexton, while we just debuted Ray Elway as a starting quarterback in our first game against Temple. And this was a really good showing for the offense and Elway, who had 3 touchdowns in the game and 274 yards. What was a little surprising was to see our run game not dominate. And it was Jimmy Sampson, who played in garbage time, who led us in rushing. If we're going to compete in the ACC, we have to run the football well and show we can continue to win in the trenches against stronger competition. Welcome to the Atlantic Coast Conference, everybody. Buffalo is up first. And taken from the goal line, it is Byron Gammon to about the 15. As the offense sets up, and it's game 2 for senior Ray Elway. And starting this week is DeMarco Lacombo after Meyer started in week 0. 1st and 10, Lacombo opens, cuts near the 19, and gains 3. Lacombo did score his first career touchdown last week. Now back to pass and firing a strike to the freshman Roger Grimm. It gets us to 3rd and 1. Lacombo carries and converts in short yardage. We were a great 3rd down team last year and should be even better with Lacombo in the mix. Here's a pass from Elway, and it's hauled in by Oscar McNabb as we see how fast these pockets can degrade. The ball has to come out quick, and we're going to have to make a lot more tough bang-bang plays. 1st and 10 now. D'Angelo Meyer checks in, but is overpowered after a gain of 2. Lacombo returns to the game. 2nd down, and down goes Ray Elway. He just got smoked on this play. It's Felton coming off the edge. Melvin Felton, a 6'6", 271-pound senior. 3rd and 15, just a screen now, and Roger Grimm doing what he can to gain 7, and that'll wrap up the first drive for Buffalo, as their defense now takes the field. Wideout Elijah Hawkinson is one of their top playmakers, and quarterback Jeremy Sexton makes his Seminole debut, with the handoff up the middle to Xavier Opeta, and it's a gain of 2. Full house backfield, giving inside, Opeta across the 25. Good pickup, 3rd down. As Buffalo goes single high, and Opeta converts as Florida State grinds out 3 runs and a 1st down. Again with the safety in the box, Opeta off tackle, chased by Wheeler, but he's up to the 40, close to another 1st. This is like a goal line package now. 3rd down, rolling off the mark from Jeremy Sexton. He got drilled by Wheeler. And Buffalo's defense gets off the field. And it is really tough to communicate. There's an unblocked defender, and Elway is sacked. They're trying to communicate pre-snap. It's tough to change the play. And on 3rd and 16, it's incomplete for Grimm. This is a very quick 3 and out with Ross Fatinikun kicking out of his own end zone. Good field position now for the Seminoles, starting at the Buffalo 47. Two deep safeties now, and Sexton's throw goes to the outside, hauled in by Alfonso Dwumfor. Good protection on second down, and airing it out. It's knocked away. That's Kalen Meekins defending the end zone. 3rd and 2, play fake and wide open. Flag down though, as Hawkinson runs to the end zone, and it's coming back. They're going to get the tight end here for a pass interference. Trevor Stanford throws a block a good 7 yards downfield, wiping out what would have been a great touchdown for the star receiver who absolutely destroyed Gammon on the route. 3rd down on the move. It's knocked down. Devin Hester deflects it. And Buffalo catches a pretty big break, having this just result in a punt, and not a very good one either. Bulls take over, and it's 2nd down. Pressure, sacked again, and that's 3 for Florida State. And they're breaking through this line quickly. Another 3rd and long. Way off the mark from Elway, directed toward Oscar McNabb, incomplete. Back-to-back 3 and outs. Seminoles take over. Pressure now from the Buffalo front. And we know they can get to the quarterback. That is Joel Triggs. 2nd down and complete now over the middle. That's Stanford who had the pass interference call. 3rd down from the empty look. And time to take off now. It's Sexton ahead to the 30. Make it the 43-yard line. As that wraps up a first quarter. And a tough introduction for Buffalo, averaging under 1 yard per play. It's a run with some open space on 1st down. Gain of 7. Again, Dwumfor carries and picks up a Florida State 1st down. A lot of empty as well from the Seminole offense. Sexton steps up, sends it deep again, and it's denied. Covered by Devin Hester in the end zone. That's 2 deflections. Dwumfor sweeping, and he's taken out. That's the speedy corner, Devontae Carrion. I think he's going to be a playmaker. Long 3rd down, and the deep shot is intercepted. Picked off by Trent Cole, the new starting free safety. He takes over for Brenton Lampman. And that's the kind of play Lampman was delivering the last 2 years. I want to see these safeties continue to control the deep ball. So far, so good in this game. In an offensive struggle, Lacombo gains 3. 3rd down, Meyer in this time. Pressured again. Pass incomplete for McNabb. And there's the interior pressure again, forcing the ball out. And meanwhile, McNabb, with 2 defenders all over him, can't make the catch. It's a play fake. Sexton chased, and he can't outrun Antoine Gatto. 20 sacks a year ago, and now one of the best pass rushers in the ACC. On 3rd down, short, but getting to the sticks, they mark Dwumfor shy. Another punt forced. Back and forth we go with these defenses. Meyer tries the right side, cuts it downhill, and only gains 3. Nothing is coming easy here for the Buffalo offense. As Elway, oh my, way out in front, had Meyer open. Yeah, Elway is only 3 of 8, sacked 3 times. He's feeling the pressure on 3rd down and sacked again. The offense hasn't looked like this in a very long time. Seminoles football, and now they hit the deep shot, flying inside the 10 and setting them up at the 6. That's wide receiver Kevin Fisk. And I worry about the safety's ability now to match long speed and close those kinds of gaps. Running to the right and in, but wait a minute. There is a penalty. Wiping out the Opeta touchdown. Now it's a hold on Alfonso Dwumfor. Backed up to the 12. Hitting the pass at the 6. And back inside the 5. That's Hawkinson. 3rd and goal, Florida State. Jeremy Sexton takes off, running it in. Touchdown, no flags. Florida State finally on the board, breaking through. We haven't seen a game like this in a long time where both teams struggle to score for majority of the first half. But Buffalo has really not been able to get many first downs so far. And here is Lacombo with a good run, getting them to a 3rd and short. That's what they need right now, as Carlos Harms actually checks in, and his first carry of the year goes straight ahead for a first down. Back in the game, D'Angelo Meyer. Fake from Elway, pressured again, and he's dropped for the 5th time. There is just no time on most of these dropbacks. The offense is out of sorts, but they do draw a defender into the neutral zone. They have to try getting a free play or something to spark this team. 3rd and 13, spinning out. Elway gets hit and the pass flutters incomplete. The speed we're going to see out of these defenders is going to be tough to get used to. That's the kind of play that in the MAC we can probably spin out, make a throw on the move, but not today. 7-0 downfield, what a catch! Taking on the contact from Meekins is Dwumfor. 60 seconds to go for FSU, and that pass is hauled in as well. They get into Buffalo territory. Empty on 2nd down. A good strike and good hands out of Dwumfor. FSU sets up a field goal now as time expires. It stays inside the left upright, and it is a 10-0 lead. That feels much greater than that, the way Buffalo has played to this point. 5 first-half sacks, no scoring drives, and 0.7 yards per play. I knew it would be tough going on the road in this environment, but this is a wake-up call. The greatest strength of this team is probably its offensive line, and they did not look strong whatsoever defending these FSU pass rushers. And with their offense beginning to heat up now, 2 consecutive scoring drives, things could get ugly. FSU starts the second half with the ball. This is Jeremy Sexton cutting off a block, a very nice play that gets 15. They motion out the running back now, and it is complete, making the tough catch over the middle. Single high out of Buffalo, 3rd down, and short of the sticks. Good coverage by Gammon. And Buffalo gets the ball now, early 3rd quarter. And they go delayed up the middle, and getting some space now is DeMarco Lacombo. That's a refreshing play. You can't give up on the run game quite yet. Elway on 2nd down. He backs up and delivers to McNabb. And here is a 3rd and 8. Tough spot to be in for this offense, but the protection holds up, and the catch is made. Roger Grimm, 1st down. Into FSU territory, and Meyer met. And now Oscar McNabb is going to have to leave the field. And he might be the most impossible to replace player on the entire roster. 2nd and 7, it's Meyer who can't get through the middle, and it's 3rd down. Grimm moves slot right, and Lacombo on a 3rd and 4 only gains 1. And the offense looks to stay on as McNabb will return to the field. I doubt he's 100%. 4th and 3, he can't hold on, and it's incomplete. Turnover for Buffalo. And the Seminoles get it right back. Stacking the box and running right. Good fight for about 8 yards out of Dwumfor. 3rd and short. It's a keeper. And getting it thanks to Antoine Gatto is Jeremy Sexton. A lot of single high out of Buffalo, trying to stuff the run, and here is one of FSU's longest, taken to the 30-yard line. From the 23 now, rolling off the fake, caught inside the 10, there is Hawkinson. Goal to go FSU, looking to pile it on. Running Opeta, met and fights through Trent Cole, he scores. Touchdown, Florida State. They are launching their new season in dominant fashion. While Buffalo comes in, the hot shots from the MAC trying to level up, and they are met with a rude awakening here today. In space, that's Roger Grimm, and an excellent play. These are the kinds of plays that we effortlessly gained big yardage on against MAC competition. Third down now, navigating into space and finding McNabb over the middle. First down, Bulls. Just the 7th completion for Elway, who drops back, throws complete again. Sean Blade holds on, and there's 8 more. 37 seconds to go in the quarter. A counter, well blocked too. It's Lacumbo, gaining 8. They may get one more snap off here as they send out Meyer. He gets a block and one of his best touches of the game. First down, Buffalo driving as we open the fourth quarter. 17-0, all Florida State. Kyle Teal, the second tight end, is on. Meyer, the running back, as he gets stuffed for a loss. Terrell Hobbs to the 31-yard line. Pressured and hit again is Elway. They have dominated this interior. That was Hobbs again. Third down and long now for Buffalo. Better protection, and the catch is made. Elway to Blade, and goal to go as they sprint to the line. Motioning out McNabb. A space play for number 3. Diving ahead, but drilled in midair. He doesn't get in. 1 yard away. They give it to DeMarco Lacumbo, and the freshman scores his second career touchdown. It's Buffalo's first points in ACC play, and it gives them a fighting chance here late. But everything would have to come together. FSU's offense has picked things up since about midway through the second. Tough running out of Opeta gets them 8 to start this possession. Good balance out of this offense. And met in the backfield, Larry Wheeler just stuffs Jeremy Sexton, losing 3. If you're Buffalo, you got to get off the field here. Press coverage, time to throw, and then dumping it for Hawkinson. Just great protection. That's Hester trying to go get the quarterback and leaving the receiver in the process. Running through the middle now. That's Dwumfor, 7 yards. Motioning out Opeta. Here's a throw downfield now, and it's incomplete. Again, Meekins defending it. Third down again, it's out and held on to Elijah Hawkinson. Buffalo going a lot of single high, man-to-man in those spots. But FSU has the answers against their aggressiveness. Now beating Trent Cole for the first. Points here would be big as they run Dwumfor. And that's Leon Edmond, the captain of this defense, who is not 100%, but he's out there. Picking up the pressure now. Knocked down by Edmond. Sexton tried to go up the seam. FSU now, third down, and it's intercepted! Picked off by Byron Gammon. Buffalo takes over at the 47-yard line. And they have their opening. Back-to-back plays made by Edmond, then Gammon gets in there. 10-point game, 6 minutes left. Meyer outside the numbers with room. He gets the first down and stops the clock. Single high safety. This is going to be Dugans to the outside. A great catch and run for the tight end. Buffalo finding ways to generate some offense. Rallying late. Here's McNabb on the catch. Gain of 7. No huddle. Preserving time. 4 minutes left. Third down for Elway. Chased outside the pocket. Fires off the hands of Sean Blade. Normally so reliable in these spots, but just can't reel it in. And they're going to take their field goal now for a one-possession game. It's up and good from Morgan Grassmanis, a 17-10 game. They have to get the ball back again. 3:46 remaining, full house, inside run as FSU gets 4. They go from the extra blockers now to extra receivers, and that's wide open, but unable to stay in bounds is Dwumfor. 3:10 to go, and keeping it in the open field. It's a first down run as Buffalo will begin to use their timeouts. Here's Opeta, and wrapping him up, Isaac Truman just saved a long run. Opeta, right side, and met by Cole. Only a gain of 1. Here is third down again, one of the biggest plays of the game. 4 on the rush, pressured, and Sexton taken down. Met by Devontae Carrion, and we are getting this football back. Carrion with his 99 track speed is going to be so fun out of the slot. We've seen him cut off a couple plays today that ordinarily wouldn't be made. It's kicked deep to Roger Grimm, and he fair catches it at the 13. So Ray Elway in his second career start. Can you go 80+ down the field? Time to throw. Extending the play now, and wide open, it's Sean Blade, across midfield and out of bounds. That's the jump start now they needed. 1:31 to go. Screen, outrunning the pursuit is Meyer, trucks a defender and gets out of bounds. They're making great time. And they have to with only one timeout left. Here's Meyer. He gets the first down, gain of 7. 1:12 to play. Well protected. It's caught by McNabb at the 15. And Buffalo continues to close in. Now 15 yards out. Pressured again. Elway extends and finds Blade. He stepped out at the 1. Ray Elway, another great throw under pressure. And just a yard away from tying. And Elway sneaks it in. All the way back. 17 points down in the 4th. I can't believe it. What a rally from these Bulls. You can't count these guys out. The extra point ties the game. And what does FSU want to do now with 36 seconds? If we went for 2 and made it, they'd be aggressive. Here they have their options. It is a 5-yard gain, tackled in bounds, and they're letting this clock run. And Buffalo is going to call a timeout just to change their defense here. So one final play of regulation, and it falls incomplete. And we are going to overtime in our ACC opener. This game has just been flipped on its head. It looked like Buffalo was getting an introduction to the ACC in the toughest way imaginable. And FSU just blew a 17-point lead. However, overtime will decide the winner. Each team will have a chance to match the other, and Buffalo will have to start with the football. They will set the pace here in overtime. From the 25, they get Lacombo on the outside. He dances his way to a gain of 9. The offense has really opened up here in the second half. Elway fakes to Lacombo. He gets hammered, trying to find McNabb, who would have had a score. They take a chance there. It doesn't work, and now the power running of Lacombo gets them a fresh set. McNabb, the motion man, has to cut it back and gains 2. The running back is Sampson here. Rolling Elway, on the move, touchdown! Oscar McNabb going ahead in overtime. Buffalo takes their first lead. And can the defense close it out now? They come out single high against FSU's 3-wide look. Sexton throwing off the hands of Meekins. It would have won the game. To second down now. Firing again up the seam. Seminoles answer touchdown. They got out of position that time badly. So on to double overtime here in Tallahassee. Now FSU gets the first possession of the period. Running it, and a great move made, and then the stiff arm as well. What a day this has been for Alfonso Dwumfor. Opeta in the game. He gets met and can't get through Gatto and Meekins' team effort. But now Jeremiah McDougal's going to come off. He's a key run defender. But 3rd and goal, it's time to throw. Sexton pressured, chased by Makovica, and tumbles down at the 4. They're going to have to kick. And we know kicks from this angle at this distance aren't easy. But FSU does hit the kick and now lead by a field goal. Buffalo could win it with a touchdown. FSU now trying to close it out. Met in the backfield is D'Angelo Meyer. Lost to 3 to start. They have not fallen for these RPO setups at all. Now a short throw, and that's Graham inside the 20. A great pickup, a 12-yard catch and run. Back to their 3rd and manageable again. Lacombo in the game. Lacombo, first down, Buffalo. At the 14-yard line, a fresh set of downs. And they're going to throw it now. Hitting Grimm down to the 4. It's a 9-yard pickup. And they're so close right now. Lacombo in the game. The first down. Drives to the 1. And it's goal to go Bulls. They're 1 yard from pulling this off. Lacombo dropped for a loss. Now a little bit further back as Meyer checks in. The run inside, that's the ball game! Buffalo stuns FSU! What a way to bring this series to the ACC! Buffalo has arrived, and you're gonna have to deal with us now. What an unforgettable win for these Bulls. Ray Elway's 2nd career start, and what a gutsy performance after the way this first half unraveled to regroup and get everything back together in the second half and play a completely different game. 30 points scored. We didn't even get started scoring until the 4th quarter. That is just unbelievable. This felt like a loss for almost the entire game. It was so hard on offense to do anything. Their front 4 just overpowered us. They had 5 first half sacks. They kept us to under 1 yard per play. And we simply just blocked better in the second half. And even when they had their wins, they were easier situations to get out of. And that's where Elway's mobility was really good. And one of his key ratings that he relies on is 89 throw on the run. And boy, that showed up on multiple occasions today. A 17-point deficit is tough to overcome. It's especially tough when it's 17-0 and you haven't demonstrated that you can even get on the board yet. So to pull that off, I mean, that just blows my mind that we had a game like that. Now, we do lose our number 1 spot. We fall to number 2, but I'm not really worried about that. I'm just happy to see the team pull something like this off in a very tough environment to play against a really good team. I was probably one mistake away from legitimately benching Ray Elway in the first half when he was 3 of 8 passing, was missing throws. He was actually cold if you saw that icon under his player. he was ice cold. And it almost became a different story at quarterback. But we didn't have to do anything fancy to get back in the game. Just block. Just catch the ball. Just make the throw. And it was just a vastly different experience in the fourth quarter especially. Jared Wade had 10 pancake blocks today. So I'm wondering now, I've always been someone who likes to run to the left side. It's just a preference thing. But he plays right tackle. There might be a few more runs to the outside there to see if he can open up some opportunity. Thankfully, we don't leave that game with any injuries. Just a couple players like Leon Edmond are going to be dealing with some wear and tear, but it'll be manageable. Now, I noticed for D'Angelo Meyer, there is a playing time deal breaker issue with him currently. I'm wondering if the big problem is just how many running backs I'm recruiting right now. He is technically the second highest rated running back on the team right now. I think Joshua Bloom is actually number 1. But we are also targeting in recruiting 5-star player Keenan Cleveland, and we are number 1 on his board. He is a 5-star gem with 97 speed. I mean, imagine adding that kind of a talent to a team that has DeMarco Lacombo. But we are looking pretty good in a few 5-star battles right now. Ben Van Roten is right at the top of our board as we want to add some more receivers that can break out to become stars. And Van Roten with 98 jumping, 92 spec catch at 6'5", he is the definition of a go up and get it receiver. At safety, there is Alex Melvin, who would provide the range that we don't have right now at the safety position. A 5-star offensive lineman is also high on the wish list, and Jaron Missouri could potentially play very early in his career. Platinum play action shield ability, by the way. And then this battle isn't as favorable, but 5-star defensive tackle DeMarco Austin has elite strength, 84 power moves. He's going to be one of the best defensive players on paper to come out of this recruiting class. So with a small graduating class this year, we are all in on 4- and 5-star players right now. And given we've jumped to a greater conference, we need that kind of talent. It's no longer going to be something that just outclasses the competition. Because we just saw Syracuse had a top 5 class last year with multiple 5-star players. They're not even the top dogs in the ACC. Caleb Cahill at center. He's a player I have put more points into this week to try and get this battle in the right direction. And the board is going to change, I think, pretty often here. And Timmy Tompkins, I mean, he's one of the best players that is in this class. But when it's clear a battle isn't going well, we have to distribute the points elsewhere. And sometimes it's better to target a player lower on the board, but at least has a good chance of coming to our school. So Jeffrey Wire is more of a defensive end priority instead. And for a few of these battles, we are getting into the top 5 stage. So we are able to hard sell and make predictions here on what the motivations are going to be. But if some of those player motivations don't end up grading well, that can also show what battles you might want to get out of. Wow, what a week. Buffalo 1-0 in conference, but it's back to non-conference play in our next game, and it's finally our first game against Army, one of the few FBS teams based in New York. That will come your way next time in the Buffalo Bulls Dynasty. Thank you all for watching today's video. Please leave a like if you wouldn't mind, and subscribe to the channel. There's more Bulls on the way, and I'll see you then.